Hi everybody, my name is Spammals and welcome back to Lusitania. We've done the exploration, we've done the sinking, we've done everything, but we haven't seen inside the ship. Stick with me, and maybe today will be a lucky day. And so, without any more stalling, let's begin! Welcome to the game, another glorious day, the sun beaming down on the decks of the Lusitania. So, as I said, we've done all of the exploration one can do. We've walked around all of the decks. We've looked through the windows and speculated about what rooms would be laying on the other side. But we have not been inside, and that's what we want to do most of all. We've seen inside the Titanic. We know how that ship is laid up, but we want to see the Lusitania. And this doorway coming up here, while the secrets it holds on the inside. Oh, they're salivating on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I want to know. Did you guys hear something? I heard something. I definitely heard something. I guess it was nothing. Anyway, we want to know what's inside this. Oh, the door's open! Well, how about that, everybody? Let's step on inside. So, entering, oh, look at this. Oh, it's set to find the first class main staircase and elevators. This is your main point of access for getting up and down this vessel. Single elevator car, not quite free like on the Titanic or Olympic, but never mind. Up above us, we've got one of those sky hatchy domey things. Not quite a dome of a grand staircase, but never mind. Who's comparing? The stairway itself, you go down, you go up. It's very eloquent and exquisite. But forwards of this, we have the first class, well, reading and writing room, and just kind of, hey, it's a nice place to chill out and have a nice time. There's furniture missing, and this is not 100% accurate. The guy worked his ass off to get this out in time for the anniversary of the Lusitania sinking, so massive thank you and much respect to that guy. So this room has a dome. How about that? And it's quite spacious, expands the entire width of the ship, and of course, you can look out these lovely windows, and the lifeboats may be missing, but you can see the water. You can see the horizon. Very nice. Pushing aft of this, we re-enter back into the first class stairwell. There's a small fireplace and mirror. You can make sure your bow tie is just right before you proceed with the evening's entertainment. Because aft of this, we have the first class lounge and music room. Very big, spacious room. Again, furniture and stuff is missing, but you get the idea. Joined once again by a fireplace. There is graphical issues, but again, this was done up against a clock, and I'm so happy he got it done. But looking up, you can see the magnificent funnels. Now, I don't know how accurate that is. Like, would you be able to see through that skylight or that clearly? I don't know, but it's still a cool view either way. Just imagine, like, being on a stormy day. You're sat here, hanging out as you do, the pitter-patter of rain right above you. You're like, oh, look at the storm clouds, bro. Amazing. Very spacious and luxurious room. And then also, much like kind of the Titanic and stuff, they got these pokey-outy bits, which give you these great opportunities to kind of proceed, what's the words? To go beyond the wall and get that kind of forward-looking view so you can see what's happening up ahead of you. And of course, looking aft, you can see another of her magnificent funnels. Now, pushing aft even further beyond this room, we got a little bit of a corridor. Ignore the graphical bug. He's aware of it. He's fixing it. He's a one-man team. God damn it. Even further aft, we have the first-class smoking room. Oh, a very gentlemanly place to be. Okay, there's a similar pattern here. You've got a lovely fireplace, perhaps a mirror. Views from the above to see the funnels and the stars and all that jazz. I imagine smoke would have built up in there, maybe stained those glass a little bit. I don't know. Maybe in future updates he might start to add furniture and stuff like that. But there is some drawbacks with this current build of the game. I've had to turn all the shadows off. That's why it looks a bit flat. With shadows on, even on a good computer, it starts to run terribly. I've kind of done the best I can for the purposes of a video. Then heading aft of the smoking room, through those double doors there, that would have been the veranda caf, the place we see on the exterior exploration. Looks like this. Wow, I'm outside, and that's the veranda caf, and through those doors there, that's where that place I was at, yes? Let's go back inside. See, wasn't that amazing? Anyway, so we have a stairwell right here. By the way, not an expert, 100% idiot, always. So we could go back to the main stairwell, but we could step down onto B deck. And here we have the first class parlor suites. Along these exteriors, massive parlor cabins, the kind of the creme de la creme of your first class accommodation right here. Sadly, we can't go inside any of them, but you can get an idea of the internal layout. Look at that B-deck cabin sign on the wall there, just to remind you where you are. But we're going to go back forward, so we're going to return to the... Is it a grand staircase? I don't know. Can we call it a grand staircase? It's a first-class staircase, that's for sure, but is it grand? Here we go. Oh, look at them hand railings and gilt iron postingy thingies. So either side, you got these vestibule doors that take you back out onto the exterior decks. There's double doors. Keep that wind and cold out if it's a particularly cold and windy day. You can see some of the promenade deck right there. But the B deck is home to the purser's office. There it is right there, that big old oval of an oval office-y thing. That's where you can speak to your purser, you can get your jewels and all that jazz taken care of, and you can book your deck chairs, and all of the above. That happens right there. We cannot go any further forwards from this point, but pro tip if you want to explore this yourself, there is a kind of a bug, and you can walk through this wall and walk through that wall, and you can escape everything. Oh my god! Oh! Let's go back inside. Let's not break the immersion too much. Anyway, continuing the tour. Going down the first class stairwell to C deck. We're going to see what it has in store for us. Nothing really elegant to greet us. Looking left and right, we've got another window and some doors leading that onto yet another promenade deck. But heading aft, we have the upper floor of the first class dining saloon. And this is definitely the centerpiece of this entire ship. Look at this. It's beautiful and stunning. You can look down to the deck below and just think, we're still a couple of decks down, yet it has this magnificent dome. That's amazing. Like, you really feel you're higher up in the ship than you really are. Just try to imagine tables and chairs nicely decorated around, people in their finest attire, enjoying a pleasant evening, enjoying a meal here on board the Lusitania. And oh, the sound of music, the sound of enjoyment, and happy peoples would have permeated this room. Looking across to the starboard side, we've got lovely stained glass windows. Just imagine being stood here during the sinking, and you're looking down to the lower deck, and you can just see water pooling and collecting on that starboard side as that list becomes more profound. Scary stuff. There are some doors heading further aft, but we can't go through them, so we must return to the forward staircase. I nearly called it the grand staircase. Is it grand? Place your bets in the comments below, but here we go. The elevator is sadly out of use, not in function for us today. We'll have to use the stairs. Gentlemen use stairs, the ladies can use the elevator. But here we are now on D deck, and we can go forwards, aft even, I apologize, back into the first class dining saloon. Get a better view of this dome situation right here. Look at that. Oh, like we're in some sort of palace. Now, there's many areas that I think Titanic and Olympic trump the Lusitania and the Mauritania, but this is not one of those areas. This is far more grandeur and glamorous than the Olympic class dining saloon. Because it's 2 decks high with that dome, it kind of has that 3 deck high feel in the middle here. It's so big and spacious. You could like throw your arms around and not hit anything. It's amazing. And this thing right here, I don't really know what it is. I think it's just a big old display piece with lovely stained glass windows. Maybe you could put a drink or a couple of books on it. I don't know, but it's amazing. And again, we've got some more doors heading further aft, but they're closed. We can't open them. We cannot go through there. It is not for us. So we must return to the forward staircase, the first class staircase, but have one last gander. Let's exit on the port side. One last gander of this magnificent room. We've got these bay windows on the side for a little bit of secluded dining. Now, I like eating in the corner. That way your enemies can't approach you from behind. Ah, pro tip. Imagine you're sat here nomming away, nom 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 nom, and like you look around and oh! Sebastian, darling, this is a very fine voyage worthy of a first-class passenger. Oh yes, this ship will never be triumphed. Returning to the forward staircase. On the sides, you've got a couple of portholes. Can I look through these portholes? Not that one. Normally, you can see through the portholes, but apparently on this deck, we cannot. Going down further still. Oh, we hit a brick wall. Can't go any further down. That would be E deck down there, but thanks to Uncle Spammals' homebrewed pro tip formula incorporated, just one absolute application of doing it gives 100% results 90% of the time. If you go through the B deck secret wall that is not got collision on, you can go to here and you can see, well, they've got a lot more in this than is currently explorable. We can just drop down. Oh, too far. God damn it. Boom. Right. Nailing it, smashing it. One more to go. It's hard to see because it's kind of like the colors blur into each other. Don't fail me, don't fail me. Smashing. Right, welcome to E deck, everybody. We've escaped the boundaries of the game. On the sides, you've got the hull plating door. This is most likely where the first class would have mainly boarded, being big chunky monkey doors like that. Now, we're not supposed to be here, so there's a lot of textures missing that we're not supposed to see, but there's also quite a lot here, which is why I brought us here. Look at that. Not a bad first impression when you enter the ship. Big, bright, spacious area. Got your main stairwell in the middle, your elevator, big brass letters reminding you kind of what deck you're on. It's like if you're coming down the stairs like this, it's boom, it's in your face. It's like, welcome to E deck. Same for the elevator. It's like, boom, E deck. Oh, that's where I am. I thought I was somewhere. Now I know. Now, after this, there would have been cabins. Just lots and lots of cabins. That's all that is right here, right now. But going forwards, there's other stuff that I don't know. Most likely cabins. I'm going to place a bet cabins. So that was E deck, but be warned, if you do find your way down here and you want to get back up again, well, you can try. Do your hardest, but that invisible wall cares for none of your issues. Doesn't let you through. Not allowed through. Gotta hit F to reset. And with that, our tour has come to an end. That was the first class interiors of the Lusitania. We might come back and do this again if there's considerable stuff added, but now you have a baseline fundamental understanding of what the interiors of this ship look like. And I don't know, I can't help but continue to compare it to the Titanic and Olympic, because I feel if you're a big shippy person like I am, you know those interiors like the back of your hand. So now you can compare it to this earlier ship. This was the peak of kind of luxury at its time. How White Star really raised the bar in terms of how fancy things can be. Anyway, this is a free-to-play experience. There's a link as always in the description box down below. I love your faces. If you have any comments, leave them down below and I'll be checking them out. If you see a like and a heart, it means I saw it and I liked it. And while you're at it, follow me on Twitter and tell me something about the Lusitania that you think I'd like to know. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.